What's up, everyone? God bless you and hope everyone is having a beautiful, positive, and blessed Monday. I wanted to come in here because, I do a lot of personal development, a lot of self-talk, and I speak a lot about growing your mindset, right? And obviously self-awareness, understanding the situations that you're in, the faith that gets you there, everything that collects in your mind so that you can move forward. So I started thinking about the day after Easter and the week after Lent. What are we going to do now, right? We committed 40 days of giving something up or giving in to something that you want to get rid of, right? Sometimes, like I said before, the Lent, people always try to give up something that they know they're going to come back to because it's just a 40-day commitment. All right, I'll give up coffee and I'll get back to it in 40 days. But I was challenging a lot of people to give up something that you know you don't want in your life anymore. It could be stress, it could be depression, it could be anything major that you might be going through. It could be anything that you want it to be. I don't want to give you ideas. Anything you want it to be, you could have gotten rid of in those 40 days. So now the 40 days is over. Now Easter's over. What now? What are you going to do moving forward right now to improve yourself? What steps are you going to take every single day to improve the quality of your life? For years, I always felt stuck in certain situations, right? I always feared that next move. I always procrastinated what I'm going to do next. And when you procrastinate what you're going to do next, it's the fear of failure. It could be also the fear of success. And we always fall into that same two categories, no matter who or what you are. So for me, I want to challenge more people to ask themselves, what happens if I don't fear something? What happens if I can overcome a certain challenge in my life that maybe I overthought about it? Maybe people ingrained it in my head because maybe they gave up too early. Or maybe they didn't give it 40 days. Maybe they didn't give it 21 days. Maybe they didn't give it 66 days. A lot of people tend to stop when the pressure hits. Muhammad Ali says that, there is one of his quotes that, I don't count until it starts hurting. What if we do that? What if we start counting our strengths once it gets harder? What is it going to do for us? What is it going to do for us? So, and I'm talking to myself as I'm talking to you. This is like a reflection. Because, be honest, I'm talking to you, but I'm looking at myself. This is like a mirror image here. So while I'm looking at you, I'm actually looking at myself. So what is it that we got to do on a daily basis to get us over this fear of anything? My definition of fear is feeling emotional at rebirth. A lot of people tend to not understand what I mean by that, but what it means is that your new beginning, your resurrection, your growth, the possibilities of becoming whoever it is that you are meant to be in this life. So the next time you think about fear, think about the rebirth that's going to come after that fear. What are you trying to develop? What are you trying to grow? Who do you want to be? What do you think you're meant to be? Whatever those questions might rise up in your mind or in a situation, in a moment, ask yourself that question. Don't fear a rebirth that God already intended for you. His intentions for you is to become better than you are right now. Right now, you question yourself all the time. You overthink situations, moments, outcomes because you're thinking about the end goal. My definition of an end goal is writing it down and letting it go. Because the end goal is already set in stone. But if you take a daily action, a daily step, and winning every day, by that end goal, you have succeeded at whatever it is you wanted to go, even if you think you know or not know that it happened. Because sometimes God doesn't give you what you want. He gives you what you need so that you can work on the things you have to do to get what you want. He's not going to just hand it to you. He's not going to just give you, hey, here you go, you succeeded, without the work. That's not how it works. You got to put in the time. You got to put in the effort on a daily basis to get there. So my challenge to you, to myself, and to anybody who wants to watch this on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, wherever, I want to challenge, give yourself 40 days every 40 days. Give yourself a new challenge. Change your mindset. Start here. Start from the top down. The foundation of your life is from your mind to your toes. Because if you could get your mind to think in the right direction, in the positive directions, your legs are going to go that way. Because the response of the direction that you want to go is based on how you want it to go. But you have to change your mindset. So I give you, and again, I'm reflecting this to myself because there's so many things that I want to accomplish in this world that sometimes I get overwhelmed because there's so many of it. But if I start with one thing, one little thing that I know works, everything else will fall into place. What is that one thing for you? What now? Easter's over. Lent is over. But you're still alive. You're still here. Your gift is still there, waiting for you to unwrap it. What are you going to do to unwrap it? What steps are you going to take to open it up to not only yourself, but to anyone around you and anyone who's willing to listen? Because just because people ain't showing you the attention doesn't mean they're not listening. They just don't want to give you that satisfaction yet. So I'm telling you right now, speak your heart, speak your mind, speak whatever you feel in your heart is positive to people that are just watching. Because listening is the second step. People first got to watch you do it, and then they will listen. Never stop speaking your truth. It is yours for a reason. Many will watch, many will listen, and many won't. But I remember a book that I once read that said 51% of the people will like you, 49% won't. It wasn't that way, but that's the way I took it. The real thing behind that is, if the president of the United States, the most powerful person in the world, gets only 51% of the votes to get into the office and 49% says no, then what makes you any different? If you get 51% of the people to listen to you, you won. You won. So speak your truth. Start today. The new beginning is now. The new week, the new moment, the new belief system. What is it that you want? Go for it. Because you deserve it. God bless you. And always remember and never forget to have faith, not fear. Why? Because faith always, and I mean always, always ignites the healing